My boyfriend and I go to the climbing gym regularly. He is really into it and I just started, and I'm climbing a few times a week. He's stupidly competitive about it and quietly insults beginners who are not as good, which makes me feel self-conscious because I'm a beginner. Last night we were at the climbing gym again and he was doing a V6. There was about 6 people taking turns on the problem, probably because it's a newly installed route and they were all failing. Then a girl came and flashed it. She made it so easy, but at the end she didn't hold the final hold for 5 seconds and my boyfriend called her out after she was done. Holding the last hold for 5 seconds is supposed to be the right way of finishing a route, but she was doing it so easily she definitely could have. I think he was just being salty because she did it when he couldn't. She laughed and told him he didn't even start the problem correctly and walked off. I gave her a high five because she was walking towards me and did amazing at the problem and knocked my boyfriend off his high horse, and she was surprised but high-fived me. My boyfriend turned to me and gave me a WTF look and wouldn't talk to me the rest of the night. When we were heading home, he ranted that I couldn't be trusted to watch his back if I chose to take a stranger's side over him. I was shocked that's what he took from the climb and told him he shouldn't have nitpicked her when she clearly climbed it correctly, and he got mad and argued I was supposed to take his side over people I don't even know. No, you're not supposed to take someone's side if they're wrong. It doesn't matter how close you are to someone. If someone is wrong, you should tell them that they're wrong and the boyfriend is wrong. Get off your high horse, man. Everyone's just trying to have fun. Jeez, I hate people like that. When they just want to ruin someone's fun and be like, oh, you didn't do that correctly. No, that doesn't count. Oh my god, I hate people like that, honestly. Man, this boyfriend just sounds very, 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 very insecure about himself. Like, seriously, your girlfriend is high-fiving another girl, okay? You should be surprised that that girl did what you couldn't do and be amazed, you know? And envy her and worship her. I'm kidding. No, but seriously, what's wrong with this dude? He sounds like one of those guys where if a girl is better at gaming than them, they get really mad and they're all sexist and everything. Oh, your boyfriend must be playing. Those are the worst type of people ever. I'm a 40-year-old man and my girlfriend of a year is 38. She has a daughter from a previous partner who is 14 and a freshman in high school. I went over there yesterday to find my girlfriend crying. I tried to figure out what was going on, where I can help, when she told me she was crying about her daughter and how she is doing in school. I love her daughter. She is the sweetest girl ever. I wish my daughters were as well as behaved as her. I have to describe her daughter. She has a nice friend group, does not have trouble with bullies, and generally seems very happy. I bet you're wondering why her mother would be crying if this was the case. Her mother/my girlfriend was crying because her daughter is not the popular athlete cheerleader homecoming queen that she was in school. Her daughter marches to the beat of her own drum, which I think is the best anyone can hope for. Yes, she's a little bit dorky, but her own mother referred to her as a loser during this crying fit. She's very into anime. Her and some friends actually started an anime club at their school, Pokemon and video games. Most of her wardrobe is black t-shirts with anime or video game characters on them. Again, she's a happy kid. She's got her social circle who all have similar interests. It's just not the circle her mum wishes she was in. Here are some quotes from her during this that turned me red. I never would have imagined my daughter would be a dweeb. She needs to grow out of this before college. And my personal favorite, I wouldn't have been caught dead with kids that look like that. I called her disgusting and told her she should be ashamed of herself. I said her daughter is happy and how would she feel to hear her mom crying about her perceived popularity. I told her how lucky she has it, that her daughter doesn't deal with a lot of the issues kids that days have. This ends with her being upset with me because instead of consoling her when she was crying, I called her names. I don't think the crying means anything. She was saying horrible things. This man did not do anything wrong. He stood up for his stepdaughter better than the daughter's real mum stood up for her. Like, why is the mum caring about her daughter's popularity? As long as your daughter is safe and happy, that's all that matters. Who cares about popularity? So does the mum rather her daughter was popular but also depressed? Like, what's going on? Because, you know, being popular doesn't mean you're happy. Sometimes people who are really popular are very sad. You just don't see it. I'm so confused. Like, why is the mum acting like that? Why would she be crying like, my daughter's not popular? Why is she into all that? Seriously? You call your daughter a loser just because she's into anime and video games? Are you kidding me? That's like the coolest stuff right now. She should just be happy that her daughter is interested in something, you know? Like she has a passion for things, right? She even started an anime club. That's cool. As if the mum is gonna put her own daughter down like that. Man, I'm glad the daughter was not there to hear everything, because that would have been bad. To think that your mum thinks that you're a loser. That's not something any kid needs to hear. Well, technically he's not her stepdad yet, but you know, you get me. I spent last night with my boyfriend's family. We'd gone out to dinner and his dad was gonna drive. So my boyfriend, me, his parents and his brother all squeezed into his dad's car and we went to the restaurant. I had a few drinks and his dad had two, since he was gonna drive. But on the way back, his dad started asking me, you work on self-driving cars, yeah? I do. I'm a systems engineer. He started asking how I liked his Tesla and I joked, just fine as long as you're the one driving it. And he asked me what I thought about FSD, which he'd just bought. He asked if he should turn it on. I said not with me in the car. And he then laughed and asked how I was still so scared when I work with this stuff every day. Alright, I had to look up what FSD means, and that's full self-driving. I didn't even know what that meant, man. I was like, it's because but stopped when he pulled over and literally started turning it on. I was like, I'm not kidding, let me out of the car if you're gonna do this. And my boyfriend's dad and brother started laughing at me, and my boyfriend still wasn't saying anything. His dad was like, it'll be fine, and I reached over to my boyfriend's little brother and tried the door handle, which was locked. I was getting mad, and probably more so because I was tipsy, and I yelled at him, let me out. My boyfriend started trying to tell me to calm down because I was drunk, and I told him that it didn't matter. I'd be out of here sober or drunk. He told me to stop cussing in front of his little brother, and I told him to tell his dad to cut this out and I wouldn't have anything to cuss over. His dad was like, fine. I didn't realize it'd be such a big deal, and drove home normally, but things have been tense as hell. We got back to his house and he was mad at me for overreacting the first time I met his family all together. I got angry and was like, I'm not the one who decided to do the one thing that I said I'm not comfortable with in the car, just after I asked him not to laugh at me. He got mad and told me to go to sleep. I was drunk. But honestly today, I woke up sober and I stand by what I did. Like, I wasn't comfortable with what was happening and my boyfriend's family all laughed and started trying to do the one thing that I said no to. Like, whatever that thing is, it's screwed up. Am I wrong for yelling at my boyfriend's dad to let me out of the car? I don't think so, because if you're not comfortable with it, the person should stop, you know? It's a jerk move to continue to do something knowing that someone's afraid of that something. I would trust somebody to be driving a car than to let the car self-drive by itself. No thank you. I don't trust a freaking robot to do that. Daughter has always been naturally blonde. However, the last few months, brown hair has been coming through her roots. She has asked us if she can dye it earlier this month. We said yes, but only if it's done professionally. An appointment is booked for 8th of February. Very popular salon with good reputation, meaning long wait times, but if it's being done right. Reason for this is both her and her sister and my wife have very sensitive scalps. Last time, older daughter used an at-home kit and it went badly wrong. Doctor's kind of wrong. Youngest daughter was happy with this and agreed to wait, but this weekend went out with her friend and bought an at-home kit, dyeing her hair at her friend's house without any adult assistance. Well, now it's orange. We offered to buy a brown or black kit to cover it until her appointment, but she screamed she is a blonde, not brunette, and hasn't really left her room since. She's refusing to go to school until we fix it. I said I don't have a magic hair fixing spell, and the choice is go dark for 3 weeks or put up with the orange color. We phoned the salon, but they cannot move up the appointment, but we'll contact in case of a cancellation. So, am I wrong for sending my daughter to school with self-inflicted orange hair? No. Yo, if this was in my household... No, but anyways, of course this mum was not wrong. Her daughter just decided to do something without anyone's permission. And then this happened. You know, you did something wrong, learn from it, go to school. Seriously, this kid just sounds so spoiled. She doesn't want to go to school because her hair is weird. Bro. There was a time where my mum cut my hair into like a mushroom and I hated it, but I still had to go to school. Why? Because I'd be dead if I didn't. No, seriously. And now that I think back about it, it was so funny. No big deal. No one cares. They would just look at it for one day and be like, oh, she has orange hair. And that's it. No one really cares, to be honest. Everyone's caring about their own hair. Like, nobody cares about your hair. Everyone just wants themselves to look good, okay? Well, that's it for the video. Hope you guys enjoy. Tell me in the comments down below what your thoughts are. And as always, thanks for watching. Hope you guys liked it. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye!